Let's start with the fly extension. Grab the white fly extension and place main and lining right sides together and line them up on this straight edge and this curved edge. So at 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch. Line up these two pieces along the curved edge and this straight edge and sew here. You can sew with 1/4 of an inch. Half of the seam allowances on all curves so that when you turn it right side out, the curves will look nice, will look flat and nice. Now turn the pieces right sides out and press everything flat. Find the notch on your front piece, place a pin there. Now position the zipper with the face down on the right side of the front and align the zipper stop exactly above the notch. If your zipper is longer, just leave it longer on top because you will trim it away later, not yet. Just clip this in place and sew it just only until the notch. Don't sew past the notch. Grab the fly extension, open it out so that the pocketing is out of the way, and now place it right side down on the zipper So the fly extension and the front are right sides together, and the zipper is sandwiched in between. Pin the fly extension to both layers, and you're going to sew the fly extension also only up to the notch. Don't sew past the notch. Flip the fly extension and the zipper outwards and the seam allowances towards the front. Move the pocketing out of the way and top stitch the front to the seam allowance close to the folded edge. At the notch, you will stop sewing, so don't sew past the notch. Make a small cut into the seam allowance at the notch so that you can pull the fabric out below the notch. Just make a cut here so that you can pull the fabric out like this. Arrange the front pieces right sides together below the zipper. Align them along the crotch just below the zipper. Pin from down just up to the notch. Here I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to sew all the way down towards the inseam edge, and you are not going to do this. So you are going to sew from the notch down and leave like a 1 inch of crotch unsewn. So start here and you go down, but not all the way down. It's easier if you flip everything upside down and start from the bottom up to the notch. So remember when I told you I was making a mistake? Don't do this. Start sewing about 1 inch above this point. You will see why later. To help you get really close to the notch, you can use a zipper foot. Unfold the front so that you can see that everything is laying flat and nice. It is. And now on the left side front, you're going to place the fly facing aligned with the center front, also from the top towards the notch, and move the pocketing out of the way. So just clip this or pin this together, and you're going to sew from the top edge just only towards the notch. Open out the front and you will flip the fly facing in and just align it like this just to make sure that everything is laying flat and nice here. If you have puckering, just unpick it and sew it again. Mine is looking nice, so I'm going to give it a press. So press, press the seam allowances towards the facing. And then you are going to flip the facing towards the inside of the shorts, the wrong side, and press it again, like this. Lay the front flat and beautiful like this. Just place your hand on the center front, and now you are going to pin the facing to the zipper. So hold it like this, don't remove your hand. Now you can remove it. You are going to secure the fly facing to the zipper tape only without catching the fly extension. You can start like this and now hold everything in place here with your hands and start pinning these two layers before flipping the fly extension out of the way. So let's see if I can pin this here without it moving. Now you're going to sew here. You're going to sew the zipper to the fly facing. Now make sure that everything is nice and you can't see the zipper, and make sure the zipper works. So it's very important that your zipper works. Okay, now on the other side, fold the raw edge of the fly extension pocketing to the wrong side until it covers the seam allowance. So fold it like this. You don't have to wrap it around the seam allowance, you just have to cover it. Press this edge, tuck this in here, just like this. Take your time to make sure everything is pretty and press it, and then you're going to pin or clip it and sew. You are going to sew this very narrow stretch of fabric right here, close to the main fabric, but not over it. So use your zipper foot and move the needle towards the left to get as close as possible to that bunch of fabric. And now just sew it. To sew the fly facing to the outside, to the main front, I like to hold the fly extension out of the way and just hand baste this in place. I'm just holding the fly facing and the main front, and the fly extension is out of the way. And just make some hand stitches like this. Make sure you are not catching the fly extension, just to hold this, and it will make it easier to sew the curve. Now, from the wrong side of the front, you are going to flip the fly extension out of the way and top stitch the fly facing to the front, but only on this straight line here. You are going to start at the top and then stop just before the curve starts. You stopped here, and now the curve will be sewn from the right side. Flip the fly extension out of the way and top stitch the curve. Now lay everything flat with the fly extension under it, like this. Lay everything flat and sew 2 bar tacks, one here and one here. You can use a narrow and short zigzag stitch, here and here. So the zip fly is all done, and you can now remove the basting stitches.